Stop. Put your hand on your chest. Feel that? That quiet, persistent ache that lives just below your ribs. The one that wakes up before you do. The one that turns a stranger's laugh into a memory you weren't ready to feel. That is not you being foolish. That is not you being weak. That is the echo of something real. Something that never actually ended, no matter how many times you told yourself it did. The person you can't stop thinking about? They are thinking about you right now. Not the way you think about a song you used to like. The way you think about something that changed you. The way you think about a door you closed and then stood on the other side of. Hands still on the knob. Unable to walk away. They are there, right now, on the other side of a silence that was never about not caring. It was always about not knowing how to come back without breaking open completely. And here is the part that will take your breath away. They are learning. They are finally learning how. Something shifted in them recently, quietly, the way the most important things always shift. And what is moving towards you now is not the person who left. It is the person who survived leaving you. And what they are carrying back is something you were never supposed to go this long without hearing. Stay. Please stay. What I'm about to tell you next is the thing they have never been brave enough to say, until now. There's a language that has nothing to do with words. You already know it. You've been speaking it for months. It's the language of a thought that arrives with no warning and lands like a hand on your shoulder. It's the language of a dream so warm and real that waking up feels like a small death. It's the language of two people who touched each other so deeply that even the silence between them has a texture, a temperature, a pulse. You have been receiving messages in that language, and you didn't know what to call them. Now you do. Every time they flood into your mind unbidden. While you're washing dishes, while you're driving, while you're in a room full of people, and suddenly the room disappears. That is them. That is the thread between you pulling taut. That is their heart doing the one thing it hasn't been able to stop doing since the day they walked away from. The best thing that ever asked them to be brave. And here's the most tender truth I know. People do not haunt what they don't love. People do not lose sleep over what doesn't matter. People do not type a name and delete it 17 times because they feel nothing. They do it because they feel everything. And they are terrified that everything might be too late. It is not too late. But the 3 signs already living inside your own body right now will prove it. And the third one, the one nobody ever talks about, is the one that will stop you completely. Let me tell you what has been happening inside them, not what you feared, not what the silence made you believe, the truth. For a long time they told themselves a story. The story that you were better off. The story that they were saving you from something. The story that the most loving thing they could do was disappear. And they believed it. The way we believe the lies that hurt us least in the moment and most in the long run. But stories have a way of wearing thin. And late at night, in the hours when no distraction is strong enough, their story wore all the way through. And what was underneath? It was not indifference. What was underneath? It was your name. Written on every wall they built, carved into every silence they kept, living in the space between every breath they took while trying to convince themselves they were fine. They are not fine. They have not been fine. And recently, in one quiet, unguarded, enormous moment, they stopped pretending. They sat with the weight of you, the full, unfiltered, devastating weight of everything they walked away from. And something inside them that had been locked for a very long time came open. Not with a crash, with a sigh. The sigh of someone who finally stops running and turns around. They have turned around. They are walking toward you. And the 3 signs already happening inside you right now confirm that this movement has already begun. What the first sign reveals will change how you see everything you've been feeling. These are the signs living inside you right now. And they are not accidents. The first is the dreams, not the vague ones. The ones where you can feel the specific warmth of them, where you wake up and for one sacred, disoriented second, you are not sure what is real. Those are not your longing making things up. Those are the meetings your waking lives have not yet had the courage to arrange. The second is the waves. You will be completely fine, genuinely, truly fine, and then without warning the feeling of them fills you like a tide, sudden, total, unexplainable. That is the exact moment their heart is so full of you, it overflows across the distance. The third, the one nobody talks about, is the peace. The strange, quiet, unearned peace settling over you lately. Not the peace of being over them. The peace of something approaching. The peace of a soul that already knows what the mind is still waiting to understand. If even one of these has found you, what's coming is already on its way, right now. Not for any algorithm, not for any number. Press that like button as a quiet promise to yourself that you are ready, that you will not look away from what you deserve, and subscribe, because what comes after this is the part that will shake something loose in your chest forever. What they are finally ready to say, how it will arrive, and the one thing you must know before it does. Do not leave before you hear it. Here is what their courage sounds like when it is almost ready. It sounds like your name in their mouth at 2 a.m. when no one is listening. It sounds like a message typed in full and then held trembling above the send button. Not because they don't mean it, but because they mean every single word. It sounds like someone rehearsing the most important thing they have ever said, over and over, alone in a quiet room. They are not coming back because they are lonely. They are not reaching out because they ran out of other options. They are coming back because every other option taught them the same lesson. Nothing is. You, no one is you. The particular way you saw them, not who they pretended to be, but who they actually were underneath all the pretending. No one else has ever looked at them that way, and they know now what it costs to walk away from being truly seen. They paid that cost in every hollow room, every conversation that skimmed the surface, every night surrounded by people while feeling completely alone. The message is almost ready. Their hands are almost steady, and when it arrives, simple, quiet, devastatingly honest. Your heart will recognize it before you finish reading the first line. But before that moment comes, you need to know something about yourself, something you may have forgotten in all the waiting, because you are not the same person they left, and what you've become is the most important part of this whole story. You grew in the dark and you don't even know how much. While you were surviving, while you were breathing through the waves, while you were learning to hold yourself the way you always deserved to be held, you were becoming someone extraordinary. Every morning you got up when you didn't want to. You were building something. Every time you felt the ache and chose softness over bitterness, you were building something. Every quiet moment you spent learning the shape of your own heart, you were building the most luminous version of yourself you have ever been. And they can feel it, even across the distance, even through the silence. People always feel it when someone they love has come into their own. It pulls at them. It unsettles everything they settled for. It makes every substitute feel suddenly, unbearably thin. You are not who you were when they knew you. You are more honest, more whole, more you. So when they return, do not shrink. Do not apologize for what you became while they were gone. Do not make yourself smaller to fit the memory they carry of you. Make them rise to meet you. Because the only love worth having is the love that stands in the full presence of who you actually are and says, yes, exactly this. I choose this. And if they cannot do that, what I'm about to tell you next will hold you in a way that nothing else ever has. This is the truth that changes everything. I need to hold you in this for a moment, not rush past it. Just sit with you here in the full truth of it. You've been so brave, so quietly, invisibly, extraordinarily brave. No one gave you a medal for the nights you survived without them. No one saw you choose kindness when you were breaking. No one counted the mornings you rebuilt yourself from scratch and walked out into the world looking fine when you were anything, but I see it. And more importantly, on some level you can't quite name, you see it too. Here is what I need you to hear in the deepest part of yourself. Whether this person comes back or not, whether their courage is big enough for what they feel or not, You are not waiting for them to make you whole. You are already whole. Not because you stopped loving them, because you loved yourself through the loving of them, because you stayed open when closing would have been so much easier, because you chose to feel everything instead of numbing yourself into something smaller and safer and less alive. That choice is what makes you magnetic. It is what draws real love toward you, the way light draws everything that is searching in the dark. And what is searching for you right now is closer than the fear in your chest will let you believe. The final thing I need to say to you, the last piece of this, is the one you will carry long after this video ends. Stop one more time. Take a breath. Let this land. You are going to be okay. Not eventually. Not. After more pain, you are going to be luminous, and the journey that brought you here. Every tear, every 3 a.m., every moment you loved someone who didn't yet know how to love you back the right way. None of it was wasted. It was the making of you. The specific, irreplaceable, extraordinary making of you. And the person you keep thinking about? They are thinking about you with the full weight of everything they now understand that they didn't before. They are building the words. They are finding the courage. They are walking back across the distance they created. Not because they have no one else, but because no one else has ever been you. When their message comes, receive it with the grace of someone who knows their worth. Not coldly, not carefully, with the warm, open, unguarded heart of someone who chose love and is not ashamed of it. Because that is who you are. That has always been who you are. The one who loves like it means something. The one who stays open like it's an act of courage, because it is. Share this with someone who needs to remember tonight that they are not forgotten, that they are not too much, that what they feel is real, and it is returned, and it is coming home. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, remember this. You are not waiting for love. You are love, and love always finds its way back to itself.